Hello, and we are live. How are you all doing tonight? Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
Excellent. I've just got a bit discombobulated there because I was watching the YouTube feed and it's only just started. Yeah, doing good.
That's good. Yeah, so we have PJ Cruikshank and Michael Kahn in chat. Thank you guys for joining. Really appreciate you being here.
No problem.
No problem.
Yeah. So tonight, it's just going to be a chill chat actually. Go through some comments and stuff, laugh about it a bit, and just chat. Everybody in chat, I just want to say hi to you guys. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. We got Worst777 in, PJ, Andy M, Triple X, Face Reality, and Max65, and obviously Michael Kahn and Cruikshank. It's good to see you all here. Thank you for being here. If you guys do want to chat, I do have Discord open for you guys. Please no ballers trying to debate tonight. That's not what's up for tonight. Tonight is literally just to chat about some comments and what's the stupidest comment you guys have seen lately and stuff. So I think it'll just be interesting, it's just a chill chat, just everybody share their minds on what's happening and everything. So yeah, that's practically what I'm thinking is gonna be the evening for tonight. So Michael, PJ.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you guys
Still flat, it's definitely still flat. I've been checking, it's definitely flat.
Definitely.
I'm convinced.
Yeah. Oh man. Hi Zetic Warrior, Zetic Warrior, and Audio Oracle, Jeff Gassett. Thank you all for coming, guys. Appreciate you all being here. And Better Than Gold as well. Haven't seen you in a while, mate. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. So,
I seen Chuck's video the other day, Better Than Gold.
Oh yeah, very good. Definitely. So, while I'm going to look for a stream, is there any comments that stood out to you, kind of thing, throughout the?
Only the ones that I've highlighted that we've seen in chat. Like Phil Bell, a couple of days back, talking about plumb bombs on boats.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I think we can go look at the live videos and stuff. YouTube, thank you for coming. Yeah, stupidest comments are the 2050 ones, like sticks and shadows, blah blah blah. You'll be surprised what's actually stupid. Actually, you know what? I think before we actually go to the videos, we can actually. I did bring out a few comments.
Yeah.
Tell me if you guys can see this. But it's good to see you all. Yeah, hey Spuddy Taylor, thank you for coming, mate. Glad you could make it. So this is the first one that I kind of put out there. Table horizon on a boat. That's a good one, Spuddy. John Watson, hey mate, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it, mate. This is from Chris Jones. He says, at Jollyman, density isn't scalar, it's a vector. Okay, what does vector mean? Do any of you guys know?
It's a direction, speed and direction.
Yeah,
it's kind of a rate. Yeah.
It's got a magnitude and it's got a direction, exactly. Yeah. So he's literally throwing away his argument because density does have a vector, exactly. Hi Gary Wabenga, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Chuck, great to have you aboard, mate. Thank you for coming. Yeah, like I said, guys, if you do want to chat, Discord is open for you guys. Let me just quickly get the Discord link again. Create invite. Copy. If anybody wants to come and chat, you're more than welcome to. Please do, so you can maybe share some of your favorite comments and stuff of what you think is stupid. But yeah, this is one of the first one I had to bring up. Hey Charlie Gill, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. So, density isn't scalar, it's a vector. So he's literally just conceded that density, well in this case relative density disequilibrium, it is vector because it has a magnitude and a direction. So what is their problem then with relative density disequilibrium? I don't know, maybe it's just they can't accept it that it can be scientifically validated.
Can't accept that that's what reality is, and it's not gravity.
Gravity. John Watson, cool, I got a wrench, I'll polish it every day. Well, John, you should have got one ages ago. I don't know why you didn't have one. Thank you for coming, guys. Yeah, so let's move on to the next one. Because if that's what it starts off with, then you will know it's just going to get moronic. Better than gold. Yeah, it's been a while. Not really into Nathan. No stress, mate. I understand. I thought that might be the reason. Hey, Keith. Good to see you, mate. Glad you could make it. Okay, Professor Phil Bell. What you said is complete nonsense. It is physically impossible for any body of water anywhere in the universe to be flat at the surface.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Let's quickly go look at large lakes. Large calm lakes. How's that? Oops, not shopping.
Do they not sometimes describe them as true mirrors?
Yep. There we go. That's a perfect mirror. Why? Because it's flat. For Bell already showing to be a moron again. I mean, all of these, it's showing mirrors. You're not going to get a mirror on a curved surface.
Yeah, you can't get a perfect reflection with any kind of slight curve to the surface. Also, when you see reflection at sun or moon in water as well, it comes from horizon all the way to where you stood. If it were curving, you won't.
Yeah, reflection on a curved surface shortens, doesn't it? The reflection shortens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's a flat surface, it's just got to be the exact mirror reflection. If it's a curved surface, then the reflection is going to be shortened.
Exactly, Aesthetic Warrior. It's specular reflection, exactly. I mean, it totally looks different. It warps the image if it's on a curved surface. So another one, Full Bell has been shown to be wrong, and he's supposed to be a professor.
I was just going to say, look at funhouse mirrors.
Yeah. Definitely. Oopsie. What the... Okay. Drummer 4. Flat surface. Just read what's on the screen. It's supposed to be just. Okay. Distance 1 kilometer. Curvature 0.0 k. Yes. 8 centimeters. The minimum value accepted by the calculator is 1 kilometer. Try using common sense. Do you see 8 centimeter curve every 100 meters in daily life? No, we don't. That's the damn point, you mogo. This is the globe claim. Exactly. Do we see it? He's even conceding we don't see 8 centimeters of curve. You don't see curve. This guy doesn't get it. Obviously, it was supposed to be 1 kilometer, not 100 meters that I put it, but it's still, over 100 meters, you're supposed to see curve. We don't see any curve.
But like, even if it's 8 centimeters, and you might not necessarily see that with naked eye, you'd see that in your reflected image. It won't be perfectly mirrored.
And how many accounts has Geronimo got? This must be the same guy as Pentelica, got the same amount, and we've all got the same amount of accounts.
Well, Zebra's
Curious.
Zebra's on his 8th account. That other igneous guy is actually Andrew. He's on his 6th account.
Wow.
Geronimo. Yeah, I got a lot of them. They're all trying to see who can have the most sock accounts. Let's put it that way. For all you know, it's the same person.
That's what they do, you see. They try and flood your comments so it looks like loads of people are saying you're wrong when really you're just one idiot.
Yeah,
exactly. They put all these spare socks together. There are plenty of pairs of socks. Don't need to create any new ones.
That's where all my spare socks have gone, onto his comments.
From the dryer straight to YouTube.
Look at this one. MFK Home Theatre. There is no way this is real. It would be impossible for anyone to be dumb enough to have such misconceptions. Why do you expect to see a hump? That's not what a sphere looks like. If it did, you would see scallops as you rotate 360 degrees. Of course it looks flat. It looks like a big flat circle wrapping around you. That's what a sphere looks like. Your image of flat water is exactly what it should look like on a globe.
What? How much is wrong with that paragraph there? There's a contradiction in every single line, I think.
Hey, not sure. Good to see you. Yeah, no, it's insane. It's the same problem that other guy had last night. What's his name? That Sean or what's that guy's name?
What does Earth curve calculate?
1.2. Yeah.
Shows you a big hump in the middle, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
1.22. I mean, if you're standing 1 foot off the ground, it's supposed to be 1.22 miles from you.
That was
we don't see
SC
it.
Montreal's same, wasn't it?
That's why I always used to. Yeah, that's what I always used to say. Hump or drop, and
Hump
they
or
can
drop.
never answer that because it's a paradox. Because the hump is a drop actually. That's why they have this problem. Oh, it's too big to see. That's why it looks flat. Great. So then when you give us a picture of a so-called boat or a building behind the so-called curve, what are you doing then?
Exactly.
Oh. Hey Jumbo, good to see you, mate. Thank you, could make it. Yes, it is so round that it looks flat.
Yep.
Just like with Mr. SpaceX. It looks so fake that it has to be real.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go, another one. If you look at the definition of level, a horizontal plane or line with respect to the distance above or below. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, this one was just one I copied because before I could get the whole thing screenshotted, he took it down. So I couldn't get the whole one. Yeah, I did try. Okay. One of the trolls that love being here. Furry Pilot. Level means no point higher or lower. So is that confirmation bias that makes you ignore a sphere? Let's do this quickly. Level. A horizontal plane. Level. A horizontal plane. A line with respect to the distance above or below a given point. So, tell me where is a horizontal plane on a curved surface on a sphere. Then it says having a flat horizontal surface. The same height as someone or something else. Given a flat and even surface too. There we go. Definitely no curve there, no sphere there at all. Jeff Gass says, there should be many humps or drops on a long river or on a globe. Yeah, I mean, what do you think they're going to have if we look at the Nile River? I mean, look at the Nile River. It's like thousands of kilometers and it's flat. It's not going uphill and downhill and stopping and humping and I mean, it's crazy. It's level water. What are your guys' comments on this?
It's just laughable, isn't it? There's no point higher or lower, so there's that confirmation bias.
Total lack of understanding of what they're even saying, I think.
Yeah, exactly. But you see, the problem with this is they take that Merriam-Webster and they go and they take, I think I'm going to have to bring it up. It's going to just be better.
Sometimes it's just hard to find some words that is so imbecilic to fit what they are, to think these things.
Merriam-Webster definition. This is the issue. Whew. Okay. They love to cherry pick it instead of understanding everything. But I'm going to go to the place where they literally say, oh look, it says curved. Okay, it already says horizontal, flat, level. But you go to adjective. Having no part higher than another, conforming to the curvature of the liquid parts of the earth. Now, first of all, liquid parts finds its level means it's flat. It doesn't curve. Then it says, literally what they ignore is, they only cut this piece, but they ignore section B in the adjective. What does it say? Parallel with the plane of the horizon. Horizontal. Literally ignoring horizontal. And by the way, every single word in here is horizontal line plane. Hi Alan, good to see you mate. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. But some muhu decided because he has a belief in a globe, he would go and add this little part in here. You know, this wasn't always here. It used to having no part higher than another. Stop. Parallel to the plane horizon, and it went on. This came in later. They changed this. They put this in afterwards. But why do you think they just put in and they couldn't change the rest? Because it already had a definition of being horizontal and straight. A straight line.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's amazing because you get one guy that's got a belief system puts something contradicts the whole definition in. Now they ignore the whole definition just for this one word. It's a joke, exactly, Spuddy. Definitely. I'm getting hot. Okay, oh, another full bell. I do love full bells ones. Divergent droid. You're free to call the dispersion of gases entropy. That's what it is, yes. But it has nothing to do with the second law of thermodynamics. So, entropy of a gas has nothing to do with the second law of thermodynamics. But that's exactly what the second law of thermodynamics is about. It's the entropy law. The main thing about thermodynamic entropy is that it can only disperse. You literally just said dispersion of gases is not entropy, and I said it can only disperse. You can't reconstitute the energy. Gases can be collected after they disperse. Yeah, if you have a container. Can you cool the gas down and turn it into a liquid? You cannot do that with heat. Cool down is literally just the absence of heat. Full. So in other words, you have to remove the heat to be able to get it to cool down. This guy, this is supposed to be a professor, and he literally contradicts everything he says. So can you please guys explain to me how entropy of a gas is not entropy?
I can't explain that.
Yes, buddy, they claim level is equidistant from the center of Earth, but it goes against the actual definition of level. And remember, they live on a spheroid. That means it does not have the same distance from the center. Their geoid is different elevations from the center.
Exactly.
Well, I've just dug it's a Collins English dictionary that I've had since I was in Gyroscopes. It was printed in 1985. So I'll have a look, see what level is in here.
I'll give it to you now. I actually got something as well for you guys in there. Look, guys, this is their geoid. Does that look having the same from the center? Definitely not. Their own model kills their own definition. Space has different laws. Thank you, Spuddy.
Do you want me to read this?
Like a half-eaten apple.
Yeah, read it out. Yeah, read it out.
Level. A horizontal, even in surface, consistent in style, quality, etc. N. Noun, horizontal line or surface. Instrument for showing testing horizontal plane. Position on scale, standard grade, horizontal, passage in mind. Make level, bring to same level, knock down, aim, gun. Accusation. Level crossing point where railway line and road intersect, level headed, but there's none of that mentioning curve like in that Merriam-Webster.
Exactly. I just want to say thank you, Godzilla37.
1985.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, Godzilla37, for your $7 super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Who here can explain the difference between profile and a potato? Yeah, I thought not. I think a potato has more IQ than him, Godzilla, to be honest. A potato has more understanding about reality. It understands its deal in life. Thank you very much for the $7 super chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, Michael, I mean, look at this. Dictionary, I got another one here. The Reader's Digest Great Encyclopedia Dictionary. Let's see what it says about level. Level, relative place, degree or stage, plane. A high level of development, position in the vertical dimension, the level of the lower branches, a horizontal line or surface. Also the height or depth of such a line or surface. Sea level, a flat expanse as of land. Any of the various devices used to find the conformity of a line or surface with the horizontal plane as a spirit level. A level of usage on the level, without equivocation or deception, fair and square, to find one or its level to come to an appropriate place on a vertical scale of distances, values, etc. Now it's an adjective. Having a surface with no irregularities in height, even, flat, conforming to a horizontal plane, not sloping, being the same plane with or at. There we go. Simple, guys.
Simple.
So that is taken from the Reader's Digest, the Reader's Digest Great Encyclopedia Dictionary. They literally added curve into it later. And that's only in the Merriam-Webster that adds that curve, by the way. Other dictionaries don't. Well, ones that I haven't seen. Have you guys seen other dictionaries show level curves?
I haven't ever seen that. I mean, it's not often I've been looking up the definition, but if I ever have, I've never seen level curved being curved.
It's sad. It makes you wonder, why would they actually go and change the dictionaries, though? Some of the definitions. Not that they can really change it, they can just go and add to it, and that's why they had to leave everything. Because imagine they took horizontal out of it and stuff and just added and had to curve.
Yeah, with online stuff, it's a lot easier to change stuff, things nowadays, isn't it? You're allowed to, like with Wikipedia and that, anybody's allowed to add anything as long as they got an account, even though it's rubbish. You'd think these facts would get checked and stuff, but yeah, they don't.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're better off if you can find some old paper. Do you know what I mean? Some of them might be a bit more accurate. You know what I mean? Rather than the stuff we get nowadays online.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Wiz. Exactly. Check out this. Entropy of a gas from NASA. So that already goes in against what Phil Bell was talking about as well.
It's just a troll, I think. I don't think he's a professor.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't really...
You'd think he'd want to show a bit of his grey matter muscle now and again once he gets some challenge, because, like I say, he's always in there asking questions. He's never in there answering them.
Yep, exactly. And when I do ask him to come chat, he just runs away. So there we go. Etymology. This is another one. Level. A line or surface which is every point a vertical or plumb line to the perpendicular. A line in which a surface which is everywhere parallel to the surface of still water. Oh shit. Phil Bell, he said water doesn't lie flat. Oopsie. So parallel to the surface of still water, a line, a surface, a perpendicular to a vertical. Wow. So there we go, then it goes. This is true level. And is a curve of a surface in which points are equally distant from the center of Earth. Or rather would be so, if Earth were an exact sphere. So it says, because we believe that the Earth is a sphere, therefore it must be, but that is if it was an exact sphere. It's not an exact sphere, so it cannot be level. Thank you for providing this, Fetish Fist, because then it's literally another dictionary that's just went and contradicted what level means. But I like how they having concession, or rather would be, if the Earth was an exact sphere. But on their model, it's not an exact sphere, so therefore, this sentence is mute. The curve of surface which is point equidistant from the center of Earth.
It's like a white sock mixed in with 5 black socks, isn't it?
Exactly.
That like to sort of fun because it don't make sense.
But it's amazing how they just ignore everything else. A horizontal line or plane, straight line or plane with a tangent to the true level. Everything is horizontal. How do you have a curved horizontal?
Yeah, you could never have a true horizontal if everything's curved. You know what I mean? You need a level surface.
Godzilla 37. Okay, Spud just won the internet. I'll explain, Gord. Phil is fake and potatoes are all natural, baby. That's a good one, Spuddy. Yeah, I'm going to actually pin that comment. Yeah, Phil is just fake and potatoes all natural. Very good way of putting it. MC Scorpio, glad you could make it, mate. Thank you for coming. Globers do their best with word games, but they just keep failing. Exactly, that's all they do. QAnon. Oh, yeah, we have a Glober in, guys. Well, I just want to quickly go and add moderator there. Let's see. You thought the definition backed you up, and now you're backpedaling. How sweet is it that you in the comments where you don't know evidence that is just optical drop or no curve? It's literally backing up my point. QAnon. You see this? Or rather would be, aka what he's just stated, is mute. Because it claims the Earth isn't an exact sphere. What did I just say before I read this? Your geoid. Oh shit. And ignoring what? A horizontal line or plane. Everything. Still water. Surface of still water. Everywhere is perpendicular to what? The vertical. Do you understand that? That means everywhere has the same level. That's why I just laugh at these guys. They're actual morons.
You like to open up big
Do you know what made me laugh? Besides it being a lot of waffle, I'll see you in comments. Right, I'll see you around back at bike shed.
I'll see you in comments.
What a child.
Yeah, but you know what's funny though? When we ask them to come and actually talk, they make excuses not to come and talk. Doesn't matter what you say, they're always going to make excuses not to talk.
His rebuttal to that is, no, it's not. Laughing my ass off. I mean, that's brilliant. That's excellent. I mean, I've never heard that come back in my life.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you. Globus, by the way, I think the new rule from now on is I don't actually converse with Globus on here unless they send a super chat. How's that sound?
That sounds fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to check his channel out if there's a sock is going.
Okay, JC Sky Knight, one of my favorite trolls in the channel. Why should I be able to? A ring laser gyro can, but that's designed to detect rotation. This was in context to where I told him gyroscopes don't drift, because that's not what a gyroscope is. So now he says it's designed to detect rotation. Should we check what a gyro is designed to do? What is a gyroscope's function? Gyroscopes are motion sensors that detect and measure the angle motion of an object. They measure the rate of rotation of an object around a particular axis. 1 axis, 2 axis, and 3 axis. So not, what did he say? Designed to detect... yeah?
It depends what they're being used for then, I suppose. Like, I thought they were to like keep rigidity in space.
Exactly. It's the rotation, the angular motion of an object. So it's just to measure the rate of rotation of the object, like a plane. It stays in rigid space. He is contexting it to it's supposed to pick up the rotation of Earth. That's not what it's designed for. If it drifts, then there's something wrong with it, because it's literally just there to keep your plane or whatever in rigid space, so you know if you are level. That's why do you think when the plane's on the runway before they're taking off, they spin it up what? On level runway. So they know they're on their horizontal plane. That's how they know their horizon. Kenny Eaton, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. How is the bending of light related to the shape of the Earth in the Black Swan? Oh, what did I read it for? I'm supposed to wait for a super chat. But it's fine, just because Kenny asked so nicely. The Black Swan literally shows that your horizon is not physical, it's optical. And because it's optical, it's not physical curve blockage, because the horizon is beyond the limitations of your geometric horizon. If it's beyond the limitations, then you do not have a set radius. Therefore, you cannot claim boats and buildings are blocked by a physical horizon 3 miles away. Get it? Yeah. Eduardo Igras, that Eduardo guy? That's Andrew.
Yeah.
That's Andrew. Yeah. Let's see, he's already on his 6th account. So an object whose rotation it can measure can be the Earth. No, it only rotates on the plane. It literally only measures the rotation of the plane in a rigid plane. I think we're gonna...
Why does a gyro in an airplane need to be spun up while they're on ground?
Let me show them, because it doesn't. These guys don't seem to understand. It literally spins up. You see, there we go. It spins up so it can keep it, so it knows its orientation in space. That's why this works. So it knows it's flying level, because that is going to always keep its rigid space level. Doesn't matter which way the gimbal is moving, that plane stays horizontal. And that's how the plane knows where it is. If it's upside down, if it's turning left, if it's banking right, if it's going down, if it's flying left. That's how it knows, because of the gyro spinning over a horizontal plane. They set this on the runway before they take off. And that's the reason why. It doesn't pick up the rotation of the Earth, it picks up the rotation of the object. So the plane, if it's banking left or right, it's going to pick up the rotation of the object, not of the Earth. Simple stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gyros don't drift, exactly, Spuddy, because if it did, they should get their money back.
Well, yeah. It's not going to be any good if it drifts, is it?
Definitely not. We got Fraps. So, this guy always just sends me a whole bunch of essays to read. And every time I ask him, okay, but then come and just, I've invited him to come to talk a lot of times. He just fails to do so. He keeps making excuses, runs away, and then his excuse is, I am scared to debate him. Yeah, but I'm the one asking him to come and chat. But anyway, he has been banned because he just doesn't shut up, misrepresenting and lying. So I ended up telling him, okay, I warned him, he didn't, so bye. So he's probably got one of those soccer accounts as well. Anyway, so you decided to redefine the word globe. So it does not mean a spherical object anymore. You wrote, why Earth cannot be a globe? Yes, why Earth cannot be a globe. It's as simple as that. I don't know how that's redefining what a globe is. This clearly implies, you understand? It's like, how is what should be redefining there? Why the Earth cannot be a globe? Yeah?
That's just ridiculous what you said. That's not redefining the word globe. That's just saying what one thing isn't. Like saying that this flat plane is not a globe.
Yeah,
that's not redefining the meaning of globe itself. That's an inane statement.
Yeah, because I say why it can't be a globe and I give the reasons. But now that's just redefining the word globe somehow. And he says, this clearly implies that you are referring to the shape of the Earth. It is like saying why the box cannot be square.
What?
Yeah. Ever heard of false equivocation? Ever heard of false equivocation? Yeah.
I think he's going to come down from a trip. That's what's wrong with him.
And then it says, and then start arguing and saying that a square does not mean square. How does he get all that just because I said the Earth cannot be a globe?
Mm.
And
That's very projective, I think.
I mean, it's simple. A globe is a sphere. It's a shape. Flat is not a shape. It's very simple stuff.
Yeah.
But what is it? What is a toolbox? What's a box got to do with that anyway? I mean, a box can be any shape. So it's kind of a false equivalent. And then he says, Earth is an open system for energy, which eventually is irrelevant for thermodynamics. This means that the entropy can both increase and decrease. So an open system, and no, Earth is not an open system only for energy. You know what an open system means? Mass and energy leave the system. What is mass? Substance. Simple as that. So that means your beloved astronauts as we call them, can leave the system. So would the gas. Simple as that. But I love how he tried to say I redefine the globe just because I said why the Earth cannot be a globe. Makes so much sense. Unwilling to relinquish presupposition. Exactly, Space Miner. Why can't Earth be donuts riding on the back of a turtle? No, that's just ridiculous. That I agree it can't be. Okay. Exactly. The gyro is just designed to keep an object level to the set parameter. It doesn't care what the control of the land below it is. Exactly, John. How's it going to pick up what the control on the ground is anyway? Because it's not linked to the ground in any way. At all. How do they... I mean, don't these guys get it how the planes know when it's going to stall? Or how it knows if it's flying level or not level, or inclining, declining, or banking to the left or to the right? It's because of the gyro. If the gyro is not there, it's not going to know where it is in the sky.
That's it.
Imagine like, well, why did that plane crash? Because gyro were too busy measuring Earth rotation.
like Wolfie, he takes Coriolis into account when flying a plane. Yeah. Okay, Eduardo Igrelis. Yeah, guys, this is Andrew again. The surface area of the suit is somewhat irrelevant. Assuming that there is a gas impermeable layer in the fabric, what's more important is that the various seals and how they withstand the pressure while being functional. Obviously, this was in reference to that spacesuit argument stream we had, because he doesn't understand that when it comes to pressure, surface area is very relevant. Surface area, it determines how much pressure, how much it will take.
Explain to me why you can see Neil's wrist and his watch.
Oh, yeah. I want to know how a zip can hold gas in. Even if it's got a rubber seal, as they put it.
But it's a really, really good rubber seal.
Especially because it can take over 3 tons of force.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, the guys that believe these spacesuits are really just gullible. I mean, what's the name still has a thing out for them, asking he'll pay them 10k if someone climbs in a spacesuit and climbs in a vacuum chamber. People are too scared to do it. I wonder why.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't. I'd be too scared. I just think. Imagine you start feeling your blood boiling. Oh man, that must be uncomfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable.
Your blood boiling, then you just black out and then don't wake up again.
Reading these comments are making my blood boil.
And so it's just they help in the recession of brain cells. These comments do.
Yeah. Spuddy's actually good. Rubber seals on the ISS never been serviced or replaced. The seal on my waterproof watch broke after 5 days.
Yeah.
That's true, but remember what John Petit said when Smart Every Day was there and he was showing him those rubber seals? And he said, what happens when you have a leak? He says, oh, I don't know, there has to be some kind of system in place to replace it. That's it. And I mean, when they had I want to see how a rubber seal. Yeah?
Don Petit said, then I guess we've got a leak.
Yeah, and then we're going to leak. But he doesn't know, they probably have something in place to fix it. I mean, look when that Chris guy was there, and he said they had a hole in the ISS. They literally stuck his finger to close it, and then they got duct tape to repair it. What? Has anybody ever seen a rupture of?
If he stuck his finger there, would it not have just ripped him clean through it all?
Yeah, I mean, his blood in his flipping hand will just try and go through and see through and start boiling. I mean, look what happened to Action Lab when he stuck his hand in his homemade vacuum. He didn't even put it at high vacuum, but look at his poor hand. Now these guys don't actually think at all. And I mean, when he showed it was just an ordinary rubber seal for those windows. Do you think that's going to take all that pressure, all that force? Yeah, farting debunks the globe. Exactly, not sure. Hey, Choose Live, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. I hope you guys all enjoy this. Prof Tekabal, good one. That's happened. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, let's see. Roberto Stevenson, when you claim the natural law, you have lost the debate. So when you claim natural law, you lose a debate. Why is that? You are not able to explain what is a natural law and why talking about it should be true. So claiming natural law is appealing to magic.
Appealing to what? Magic?
Yeah, he says if you say natural law, it means you've lost the debate. It's just claiming magic. So in other words, because he doesn't know what a natural law is, it's just a tendency for nature to take its place, is now somehow me not understanding and explaining it, and it's magic and you've lost the debate.
What they claim's more magical. You know what I mean? Fantastical anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's put it this way. What's more feasible? For natural law to take place, like gas pressure needs containment, because that's all we ever see demonstrated in reality. If you open a closed container, the gas will disperse into the surrounding system. Or when you open it, their belief in gravity holds the gas down. Which is more plausible? I would go with natural law because that's what we see every day.
Yep.
Yeah. So the one that's got magic is that one. Hey Cosmic Guru, thanks for coming. Thank you to see you again. I'm glad you could make it. Question, why don't they hang upside down in the space station for more than 30 seconds in 0G gravity? That's true, because when they do, you see the blood literally rushing down to their heads because they're not in 0G. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the way they made that movie with Sandra Bullock, Gravity. They got like got special harnesses and stuff that you can easily.
Got a big thing, the crane arm as well, wouldn't it?
You can easily just paint it out. That it looks like they're floating. T, hey, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. It's good to see some new faces. Every day I'm seeing new faces in here, so that's awesome. Okay. I think we're going a bit quick through these comments because it's not difficult to debunk. That's the problem. Again, Andrew, you're really struggling with this, aren't you? The total force produced by the air in the suit is irrelevant. No, it's not irrelevant. Force would cause it to rupture. The important parameter is how much pressure the suit has to withstand. Just literally debunking his first statement, they're contradicting it. Because the force produced by the air in the suit is relevant, but he just said the parameter in which the pressure the suit has to withstand. That's what gas pressure is. It's the force on the surface area. Airships are huge, but may only be pressurized to 0.1 psi. Bicycle tiles are small, but can be 200 psi for track bikes. The total force in the airship is huge. Yeah, more area, surface area. The total force in the bicycle tire is small. Yeah, but look at what a bicycle tire can take. Look what an airship can take. The relevant factor in the design of the walls is the pressure, not the force. Pressure is the force exerted on a surface area. Literally contradicting himself again.
So this guy's saying that a tire wall is the pressure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He literally doesn't understand the difference between pressure. He doesn't actually know what pressure is. Let's put it that way. Can you show me pressure without surface area, please? Anybody? Show me pressure without surface area, because that's what the whole pressure is. It's the force exerted on a surface area. Hey, Jim Smith, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Okay, let's see. Do I actually have more? Yes, I have more, guys. Are you guys at least enjoying this?
Yeah,
it's
good.
It's just chill chat tonight. It's not really something serious. We just go and look at their stuff and see through it. So, again, Andrew, the footage where they show the glove starting to inflate was at a safe pressure, not to have a pressure suit on. Oh, that's with the BBC with James May, where they put the glove on the air valve. No, Andrew, they literally put it on to show it inflating, to show it's in a vacuum. They even had a cup or beaker there, and it started bubbling, remember? Weird how it also had a valve at the bottom blowing bubbles in. It's just called show, mate. That's all it is. Hey, Pentler, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. So anyway, the later footage at the lower pressure has no one else in the chamber with him. That's false. We literally showed the two guys with him all the time. You did also not realize that glove bursting and the explosive decompression were separate tests. I never said they were the same tests. But yeah. One was slow pressure reduction and the other was rapid. They're both rapid. If a glove is exploding, it's a rapid decompression of the glove. It dispersed. And same with that. When they let the air in all of a sudden, it's rapid. Fairly obviously that the whole thing is edited down to quite a lot, and yet you act like it isn't. Hey, Missing Research, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it, mate. Editing a video, I know how that takes time. Andrew's back. Regarding gyros being able to detect rotation of the Earth. Look at what happened to the Soyuz. The Soyuz in a natural violation space vacuum. No, it didn't detect anything because it cannot go to Narnia. What? Glad I can provide you so much content. When do I get my cut of the ad revenue? Eduardo, show me the contract. Show me the contract that you are in there, please. Because you're definitely not doing any work. The only thing you're doing is providing idiot comments for me. So I appreciate that. But that comes natural to you guys, to be dumb. So 44. Yeah. Andrew, if you really want to have a part in it, why don't you go and get yourself a channel? Then you can also get ad revenue. How's that sound? Work hard and you can get paid for it. How's that? Not that the ad revenue is much, though, to be honest. They think it's so much money. Yeah. Ad revenue is not a lot, dude. Only when you start really seeing ad revenue being okay is when you're at least like getting 100,000 views on a video. I'm very far away from that.
One.
Yeah?
Okay. I'm just saying a couple away. Just a few.
It will get there eventually. I have faith. Yes, exactly, Alan. Start your own channel. Okay, Aaron Armstrong. This is one of my patron supporters from the beginning, and he's a baller, guys. So I really appreciate his support. Keith, provide evidence that states more pressure pulling out than pushing in. It's very simple. Space is said to be 10 to the minus 17 torr, and inside the suit is 4.7 psi. There we go. Quite simple. More pressure in the suit than outside the suit. So it's more pulling out than pushing in. I don't even know why I really had to comment to that. Quite self-explanatory. I mean, that's what a vacuum does. It's much lower air pressure than something that's got higher pressure inside. I mean, I could easily have said, okay, a bag of crisps going up to a mountain. It inflates. Why? Because it's got less pressure on the outside and more pressure on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrew's up again. Added bonus. Have you ever noticed that the strength of various materials is given in units of pressure, not force? What is units of pressure? Like PSI? That's a force. Example. 20 MPa concrete or stainless steel yield strength of 40,000 PSI. Pounds per square inch. That's a force. Literally just debunked himself. Likewise, the spacesuit will be rated to a certain pressure, such as 5 psi. Rating it to the 5,000 pound force is essentially meaningless. No, it's ignoring the 5 tons of pound force because you think 5 psi it can withstand. No, mate. I mean, at that force, you can literally see gas escaping metal. Hey, Woman Rider, good you can make it. Thank you for coming. I think Mr. Humphreys has a crush on you. I think he does, yeah. Guys, Woman Rider still has his challenge up for the Globies. Do you guys want to get 10k? Get a spacesuit, climb in a vacuum, and show us all. So far, no one's taken up, and it's been quite a few years.
Listen, I could use 10k, but you still won't get me doing it.
Exactly. I'd be happy to take the 10k, but I'm not gonna go die for it.
No.
I think my children and wife still want me around. Vaynant, I have personally not recently. I don't work in the aerospace industry anymore. Oh yeah, I put this on because Ferry Pilot claimed to be an aerospace engineer, but he doesn't know anything about aerospace engineering. Hey Thomas Larson, good to see you. Thank you for coming. This is the problem I have with these guys, like Professor Folbell, not a Professor Dave, conspiracy cats and stuff. They always try and claim to be something, and then the things they say and do go totally contradict what they say. Literally, it's like, wonder how the hell would you even get that position if you can't even answer very simple basic things. Just want to say thank you everybody for coming. As I see, there's 56 people in chat. That's awesome. Please just hit the like button and share. It's good to see you all here. It's good to see the channel going strong. Thank you again for everything. Exactly was, pressure is the force over area. PSI, pounds per square inch. They literally don't get that part. Okay, so again, nobody is claiming gas pressure without containment other than you. He just conceded his globe, guys. Nobody is claiming gas pressure without containment. So he literally knows you do need containment to have gas pressure. Welcome to Flat Earth, Kenny. There is no gas pressure directly adjacent to space. Correct, because space doesn't exist. Space is fake. As you know, space is a vacuum. It does not exist. Gravity acts on the mass of the air in our atmosphere, pulling it down to Earth's surface and creating gas pressure at Earth's surface. Oh, how much time do I have to play this for these people?
Hi, I'm Emerald Robinson, and in this What Is video, we're going to investigate the state of matter called a gas. Gases are materials that have no definite volume and no specific shape.
No definite volume, no specific shape. So a gas takes the shape of its container. Earth is an open system, as you said. Open system. Yeah, you claiming gravity can do anything to it? Let's see if gravity really can do anything to it, guys.
In other words, gases can easily flow into and take the shape of a container.
Oh, it takes the shape of a container, not a sphere shape. So it's an open container, it will disperse into both systems.
Expand, redistributing themselves to evenly fill that container. Although there are many types of gases, there are a few characteristics that they have in common. First, particles in a gas have no real arrangement.
Yeah, Dalton's law, guys. You know, there's different densities of gases, so they don't have a real arrangement. They love to say you have the columns, you know, the columns in the atmosphere. You don't have columns of air because they're all mixed all the time. You get oxygen down here just like you get oxygen in Mount Everest. Just might be less, but it doesn't mean it's not there. Just like you get argon. Anyway, you get different gases all over. It's always mixed. They don't separate. Very simple stuff.
They can move over and past one another, and the space between the molecules can increase or decrease. Molecules in a gas collide with one another and move more quickly or more slowly based on factors like temperature and pressure.
Yeah, you heard that. They move faster and slower compared to things like temperature and pressure. Yeah. So when we are down on the ground level, there's more to be hitting, so it can move faster. It has more collisions. It has more pressure. There's more heat radiation, you know, things like that. When you go higher up, there's more open area, less to hit off of, less collisions to happen, less density of gases, because it takes more energy for denser objects to move.
But they will always spread out fairly equally to fill the space that they're in. All of this molecular movement means that gases hold a lot of kinetic energy. Energy is caused by motion.
Yeah, and note, gas has cholestic elisions, so it's not going to run out of kinetic energy, just to let you guys know.
Second, gases can be compressed. Because there is space between the molecules in a gas, it can be placed under pressure and squeezed so that the particles are forced to be close to one another.
And that's what happens closer to the surface. They're closer to one another because they're closer in the density gaps. And that's why you have more pressure. Yeah, Atmo what now? Sphere shaped air.
Third, gases can flow from one area to another. Although the direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity, so that the particles are forced to be close to one another.
What you saying here?
Third, gases can flow from one area to another. Although the direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity, one area to another. Although the direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity, another. Although the direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity, direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity, direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity, another. Although the direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity, direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity.
Does that make sense, guys? The direction of flow is not affected by gravity. Thank you. So tell me again how gravity is holding the gas down to Earth again. So, creating pressure in the Earth's surface, I explained why. This is why we have gas pressure and can breathe. No, pressure is the gas exerting a force on a surface area, on a container wall. There is no pressure adjacent to space. Doesn't matter where you go in reality, you will always have a pressure reading. So that is a really idiotic statement to make. You can never have a negative pressure. There's always pressure. There is literally almost nothing there. So then you just contradicted your statement, because almost nothing and nothing there. Yeah, this is why our atmosphere stops at the exosphere. I love how he's begging the question. 6,200 miles above the Earth, where it blends into space. You can't survive at the Kármán line 62 miles above the Earth because there is so little air mass present. What do you think the air mass present 6,000 miles away? Nothingness. The absence of atmosphere. So yeah, that whole comment, Kenny, is mal-informed and shows you don't actually understand gas behavior.
Is there any evidence that anybody's been above 62 miles or even close to that?
No, but they're going to say, oh, the astronauts in the ISS. Yeah, the tin can you guys are claiming.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's excellent. That's how global shouting nowadays, isn't it? Oh, the astronauts.
It's always just the astronauts, always.
Yeah, always with them.
It's like going back to the playground, isn't it? That's what it's like for me. Like dealing with little kids in playground.
That's so true, yeah. Oh man. Woo, I'm getting hot here. But yeah, it's all they ever do is they just contradict themselves, and then they appeal to their belief systems. That's all they do. Literally ignoring actual physics and demonstrations.
But do you know what I want to know is if we're so stupid and it's so silly what we're saying, why are you watching? Why are you commenting? Why are you not just going about your everyday life?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
We intrigue them. We must intrigue them.
Where were we now? We were by Kenny Eaton. There we go. So we're now on Kenny Eaton again. But yeah, it's Kenny Eaton. If there's no gas pressure, what do you think needs containment? Show me a place that there's no gas pressure, please. I mean, even your ultra vacuum of space has gas pressure. Everything has gas pressure. Nature abhors a vacuum. Ever heard of that? Yeah. Because low pressure systems, vacuums are actually, they don't exist. It's actually just a low pressure system, and it's got to be contained as well. Pentacler, you can weigh gas for yourself right now. You can't weigh a gas. You can only calculate it. Because you have to literally take a container, which you're claiming you don't need. You weigh the container, then you put gas inside there, a amount of gas, and then calculate it based on the volume of the container you just measured. It's calculated. Gas is moving in all directions. What is weight? What are you measuring? It's the force exerted on the scale. So if it's moving in all directions, it's going to be forcing it while it's hitting and having a collision. You're not measuring it, you're calculating it. Oh, yes, just one of your favorites, Michael. Too many hits. Too many bits. Yeah, this was one of his other ones because Too Many Hits was banned.
I booted his sorry ass yesterday.
Decreasing the resistance outside the balloon or suit does not increase or decrease the pressure inside, but it does decrease the difference between the internal and external pressure. Contradiction overload. Decreasing.
I'm trying to get that into my brain.
Yeah.
I don't get it out.
Let's see. Decreasing the resistance. In other words, you're taking the resistance away. You're taking the air around the balloon away. So there's no resistance. There's no gas hitting it. It's decreasing it outside the balloon or suit. That does not increase or decrease the pressure inside the suit, but it does increase the difference. Sorry.
Of course it would. If you took the barrier away, then it's going to equalize, isn't it?
He ignores that pressure and volume are inversely proportional.
Right.
When you're increasing a balloon's volume, you're decreasing the pressure. The moron doesn't understand that. So yes, it does change. The same with a suit. It's blowing up. So you've increased the volume.
Wow.
That's why surface area is so important in a spacesuit, because it can only increase so much.
Yeah.
And then that force is going to go and do what to the suit? Yeah. With a bottle or container then. Yeah, exactly, Spuddy. Hey Tariq, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Pentacler. No, you can wait. Just a bottle and a scale. Making my point again. So a bottle's a container, and calculating it.
I read it wrong. I thought he was on about taking the barrier away completely. I didn't realise he was on about just reducing it. Right, got it. Right, it was just, yeah, it went in the wrong way.
Exactly. I just want to quickly go, and I did a video a while back where I took a bottle on a scale and I weighed it by heating the gas up, and it showed a difference when it's heated and when it's cooled down. On a scale. Yeah, Jeff, good to see you, mate. If your farts are sphere-shaped, then they are not farts. Pentacler, it's not calculated. There's a difference in weight. So calculation then, not measured. Thank you. Doesn't this guy get it? You can't measure gas. You can only calculate it. How do you even know how much gas you are adding into it? Ooh, excuse me. Oh, volume. I forgot.
Massive weight.
Yeah. I'm trying to look where that video is that I did. Density. Oh yeah, it was this one. Yeah. Please don't tell me I have to go and download it. Hi. Today I thought I'd do something a bit different. I've been listening back a few times now actually that FED debate with Brian and the changing of density of the gas with temperature. And I was thinking, I agree with Brian and I agree with what Nathan in the panel said. So this can actually go either way. So why don't we test it out? So I thought, okay, let's do a practical demonstration, because if it is what Nathan's saying, it's because it's increasing the expansion is just increasing the volume of the container due to the gas is just moving faster, which is true. I mean, Avogadro's law, it's the same. If you're going to take a loose wall and stick it on a container and you just heat it up, it's going to be hitting it much faster, and thus it's going to be increasing the pressure, and that's will increase the volume. So it's, yeah, it goes hand in hand with Bohr's law. But what if it is also the density changing because it is creating more volume? Well, I thought maybe we can do a practical demonstration and just make deductions off of that. So here was the demonstration. I have an ordinary heat gun that I just used to heat up the ordinary water bottle that's on the scale. So we can deduce for ourselves what's really going on. Okay, so here's the first demonstration. I'm just trying to heat the bottle up. Ignore the scale as it's showing it going down in the weight as a moment, because it's actually just the hot air from the breeze that's pushing on the scale that's coming out of the heat gun. So it doesn't really matter what it's showing up in it. The key factor is in the beginning it showed 0 because I set it to 0. I teared it out. Hi, Mr. Schooler, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming.
What I want to see is when I
Glad you could make it, mate.
put the heat gun off, what is going to happen if the heat has actually made it less dense, and thus it will weigh less, and then if it cools down, then it will become heavier.
So we're actually looking for a minus if I put the heat gun down. So, Cosmic Guru, I was once told years ago, if you weigh yourself at sea level, then on, say, Mount Everest, using the same scales, you would weigh less, kilograms less. Any opinions? Problem is that the people use, they don't really tear the scale properly, and I know scales act different to different environments. I mean, even my scale is very finicky, so even when it's a hotter day, I get different level readings than when it's a colder day. So Mount Everest, it also has different temperature levels. There's so much variables you need to contend with. Let's just watch and see what happens. Okay, and here I decided to put the heat gun off. Here we can see, okay, it's sitting -1, so that's already showing it's less denser than what it was before it was heated up. Oh, there we go. And now it's back to what it was originally before it was heated. Now this can go both ways. I said it could be that it's got less energy, so it's not hitting around all over, and thus it's not pushing into the scale more, or it is just now dense again. Okay, here Alan tried to do it again the second time. Yes, you would lose weight climbing the mountain. Something out and paired it, and then I decided to use even more heat this time, just to see if it will give the same effect. Well, as you can see, I'm adding more heat, and you're going to hear the bottle expanding. You're going to hear it pumping up and expanding as it's going along. Okay, so yeah, I've put it off, and you can see it's on -2, where the previous showed -1. So the more heat definitely had it more exaggerated. Could it just be that it's hitting the bottle and thus on the scale with more pressure and thus giving it more weight? Or could it just be that it's actually just the density that's changed? So yeah, ballers, tell me, did we measure the gas there, or did we just show the density changing and actually measuring the container with the gas inside it? So it's more calculation, not measure of gas weight. Well, I just changed the camera angle just to make it easier to see the bottle crimping again as it's cooling down, and to see the scale as it's, well, getting heavier again. So as I said, it could go one or two ways. Option one, it could just be the pressure hitting the whole bottle against the scale with more force and thus giving it more weight, less weight. Or it could just be that it was just the density changed, like Brian said. According to me, with my opinions, I do actually agree more with Brian at this point, especially seeing this. But I take it to you guys, do it yourself and deduce for yourself. Any criticism will be valued, and I would like to actually carry on with this and think. So yeah, what do you guys think about that? Ooh, Action Lab. Now I'm scared to watch it.
Hey everyone, today
Ooh. What you going to say, Action Lab?
I'm going to be showing you how you weigh more in a vacuum.
Way more in a vacuum, okay. Why do you weigh more in a vacuum? Well, that's very simple. There's less air friction around you. So you are able to have more of a force on the scale because you don't have any, how can I put it, pushback. Yeah, but I'm too scared to show it because just now I get copyright strike for his stuff, guys. But thanks again. Okay, let's go on. So yeah, very, very simple stuff to many. Okay, where were we? Yeah. Okay, next comment. Kenny Eaton again. No worries. I screenshot the point at which you admitted there is no gas pressure adjacent to space, and in turn admitting we do have gas pressure on Earth and no need for a physical barrier as there is no gas pressure at extreme altitude to contain. Thanks, buddy, appreciate that. Then I said, Ken Eaton, I screenshot the point at which you admitted there is no gas pressure. So now you have to lie and misrepresent me too. Yeah, by the way, guys, I'm still waiting for the screenshot, he said. You do know that if you are not going to back this nonsense up, you will be banned. I will not tolerate misrepresenting me and lying. The reason I put this one was just literally to show you guys this is the type of things we get all the time. And then they want to know why we ban them. That's because they're dishonest. They want to misrepresent and muddy the waters of lies. Anybody knowing me, do I ever claim we do not need containment for gas pressure? Show me once ever stating that.
That'll be one of the last things you claim.
Yeah, state me ever stating that. It's literally, that's why these guys get banned all the time. It's because they make shit up. They literally do make stuff up. Yeah, we have gas pressure, so therefore we are contained. Ooh, okay. Head like a rock, another troll that hangs around you a lot. I would love to see the maths proving that Tycho crater at 245,000 miles is the same angular size as an ant at 100 miles. Can you please provide it? This whole argument came from because literally you're not supposed to see Tycho crater with the angular size of your eyes. Tycho crater angular size okay, the angular size is about 1 arc minute, 0.17. okay, that's what the Tycho crater is from Earth. Okay, guys, I mean that's quite small, 0.013 degrees. Angular size calculator. We want to work out the angle. So the distance, 100 meters. How big would an ant be? Well, meter, we have to put in kilometers. Are we going to do meters, kilometers, or... just to make sure, because you know these globies. Oh, you got it wrong. Shit, I'm getting hot. Okay, 1,000 meters exactly. Okay, I think we're gonna do it in... How big is the ant? Ant would be, I would say, what, like 3 millimeters?
Yeah, if that, yeah.
Let's say 4 millimeters, just to give them. So let's do this in meters then. Okay. Okay, so meters, millimeter. No, but that's not. How are we going to work this out now? 100 meters will give 100,000 millimeters. But we want to work out the ant. So it's supposed to be 4 millimeters there. Okay, there we go. So that would be in meters. So we're going to do the size, 0.04, and the distance, we said 100 meters. So that is, what did we just say? 100 meters. There we go, 100,000. there we go. That doesn't make sense. The size, so it's 2.29 degrees. Tycho crater is 0.013 degrees. So an ant is more, it's more possible to see an ant then at 100 meters than it is to see the Tycho crater at 238,000 meters away. Does that answer his question? If that makes sense?
I can't see it screen what you're doing, to be honest.
Anyway,
It's all gone clean over my head.
Tycho crater at 238,900 miles, that's the claimed distance, is 0.013 degrees. Okay?
Well, that's its angular size.
Yeah, that's its apparent angular size. And at 100 meters, ant at 100 meters is apparently 2.2, no, it can't be right. This can't be 100,000. How am I going to work this out now? I'm really confused all of a sudden. Because the size is 0.0, so that's 4 centimeters. What? Maybe we should do it all in centimeters. How's that? Centimeter?
So 0.4 of a centimeter.
Yeah. So we're going to say the centimeters distance. I can't think at all. Yes. We're first going to change this to meters. 100 meters is 100. Yes, obviously 100,000, 10,000 centimeters.
My problem with this is we're arguing over whether you could see Tycho crater. I mean, how do we know it's a crater for a start?
Also, yeah, that's actually true.
We don't know how far away the moon is. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, I don't really want to get into that kind of waste of time of an argument.
That's also true. Okay, and 4 centimeters. So this must just be 4. Okay, so we're doing centimeters. So 0.022. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So 0.22 and Tycho crater is 0.013. So an ant is more 0.022 when ant is 0.013. So an ant and Tycho crater is about the same that you're going to be able to see. An ant at 100, can you see an ant at 100 meters with your eyes? I don't know. I doubt it. Can you see it maybe with your P900 if you're lucky? Have you been able to zoom in with an ant at 100 meters away? I haven't been able.
I would have known where the one I'm like to zoom into.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean?
Yeah, and this is at 4 centimeters, Keith. That's why we're saying we're being very generous. A 4 centimeter ant.
Definitely.
We're being
That's
very
a huge
generous.
ant.
It's a huge ant. I mean, I know we get quite big ants here in the bush, which is easily about a centimeter and a half to 2 centimeters. So I'm being very generous here. But that's how we do it. We're very generous, and you wouldn't even be able to see it. So how would they expect you to see the Tycho crater on the moon at the claimed distance? You wouldn't, and that's what this argument was about. You wouldn't see it. The angular size is just far too small, and yet you can walk outside. You can see it with your eyes. You can see it with your eyes, no problem. The moon is not 245,000 miles away. It is impossible. It doesn't make sense. That alone debunks the moon's distance.
Yeah, we couldn't resolve things that far away.
So that's the whole thing of it. So, yeah. I think I have to do a proper thing, like actually showing this properly, but because I just got a bit confused at the moment with the math.
You need to. It's a good question for Adam, I think.
Sorry?
A good question for Adam.
A question from Adam.
A good question for Adam.
Adam
Adam
Eakin, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Actually, I should ask him. I think I should ask Adam Eakin. He's the math boffin.
You need to be working out at what distances you can resolve what size things, isn't it?
Yeah. So there you guys.
So
Yeah. So there, guys, you actually heard, you wanted to know where I say I don't really know things that well. Yeah, when it comes to math, I'm not a boffin at math, okay? No, I never claimed to be. Okay. Minimum distance to the move is 362,600 kilometers, Emilio. Thank you. So making my point, you would not see it at 243,000 miles away. Thank you. 60 people in chat. That's awesome. Thank you all for coming. Do appreciate it. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
very good.
Bro Loon, I haven't seen this troll in a while. I watched it twice. Loads of looping, cherry-picked video clips taken from some debate. Clips from a science-based show and some guy using a heat gun to blow hot air on a gas cylinder, but at no point was there a demonstration of pressure gradient in a container. That was in response to my video. Yeah.
We really miss Mom when we...
Ah, do you miss Mom? Okay. Let's go. Sorry about the adverts. Why is it moving to... It's this, guys. This video. You obviously guys have seen this video already.
look at that. Below.
Sorry?
Oh,
So guys, look at his comment. He literally says, I watched it twice. Loads of looping, cherry-picked video. I didn't loop anything. The only thing I looped was showing gas pressure is not affected by the direction of gravity. The direction is not affected by gravity. And then I said, video clips of some debate. Yep, it was a good debate, by the way. Using a heat gun to blow hot air on a gas cylinder, but at no point was there demonstration of gas pressure gradient in a container. He literally just conceded. The heat gun was in a container. He just literally did it on a container showing pressure gradients. So for the people that haven't watched this yet,
This atmosphere is kept there by gravity, as I said multiple times. So,
Hi, I'm Emerald Robinson, and in this What Is video, we're going to investigate the state of matter called a gas. Gases are materials that have no definite volume and no specific shape.
your whole idea of, oh, Mark has no answer. I do have an answer. Atmosphere is kept there by gravity, at gravity, at gravity.
Third, gases can flow from one area to another. Although the direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity.
Atmosphere is kept there by gravity, at
Although the direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity.
gravity, at gravity, at.
Although the direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity.
So if the Earth had a container, as you claimed, you made a claim there that the Earth has a container over it, what ought to happen, according to the second laws of thermodynamics, is that the air should equalize to become the same pressure, like in an aeroplane or like in any other container.
Molecules in a gas collide with one another and move more quickly or more slowly based on factors like temperature and pressure.
It would not have a pressure gradient going up from high pressure at the bottom to low pressure at the top.
2 times 4 hours, exactly, to bottle here if you prefer. What we have is a bucket of ice water, okay? So, and that hose is coming out right here, and it runs up to this pressure reading gauge right here.
just said that it doesn't show anything. What's this then on screen?
Which is, you can see, is right at about 3. And this one is right at about, it's under 2.5.
Yeah.
Almost to 2. What I've done is I've taken this heating gun up to 800 degrees, and then we have the bucket of ice water at the bottom, and I'm changing the temperature, hopefully, at both ends.
And this is where you have absolutely proven yourself wrong, because if there was a physical container there, the air would equalize and all become the same pressure, but we know that going up a mountain, the air becomes thinner.
Everybody knows that it's colder up in the mountains than it is down below, and the difference can be quite substantial. Now, to understand why this change in temperature happens, we need to understand a little bit about gases.
In order to study the relationship between pressure and temperature, we will heat up a gas which is enclosed in a tight container. While we are heating the gas in the container using a burner, we can see that with the increase in temperature, the pressure of the gas also increases. And when we cool the enclosed gas, we can observe an obvious decrease in its pressure.
Now, when gases are compressed, they heat up. And when gases expand, they cool down. When the gas is compressed, it's going into high pressure and getting hot. And when it's being expanded, it's going into low pressure and getting cold. So the gas starts out at a certain temperature, and as it goes up to low pressure, it's being expanded and getting colder.
It becomes less pressurized. People have to take oxygen up Everest.
It's 2 cylinders. It contains all the regulators, the delivery mechanism, and the face mask.
You are absolutely wrong. And you've just shown that by claiming that there is a container around the Earth.
Let's just take a gas in some volume, V, and over here is going to be vacuum of equal volume, and we're going to remove the barrier. You know what's going to happen spontaneously, right? The gas is going to fill the available volume once it becomes available, right? You know what's going to happen spontaneously, right? The gas is going to fill the available volume once it becomes available. And we're going to remove the barrier. The gas is going to fill the available volume. Take a gas, and over here is going to be vacuum, and we're going to remove the barrier. You know what's going to happen spontaneously, right? The gas is going to fill the available volume.
Because if that was there, all of the air would equalize. Excuse me, would equalize. Now, this is the same thing you're claiming, where the air should go out to space. It should equalize, yes, but gravity is holding it down.
Although the direction of flow is not directly affected by gravity.
One of these bulbs, some bromine, and in the other, I have a vacuum. And if I open the tap between these two, you will see spontaneously the bromine rush from one to the other. Now that is the simplest change we can have, perhaps, because all that happens is a change in entropy. In this case, the expansion into a vacuum, nothing else is involved. There's no energy change, there's no temperature change, there's no change except entropy.
Yeah, very simple. So that was that reply to that comment. Thank you all for being here. It's good to see you guys here. Yeah, Jupiter gas giant in a vacuum. Oh, it's ridiculous. I still can't believe people think that there's gas giants in a vacuum. But then again, I do think like the moon is rocks floating in the sky. So it's sad. Hey, we got Kenny Eaton on again. The first law of thermodynamics is the conservation of energy. Adapted for thermodynamic processes, is literally a modification of Newton's first law that applies to heat energy. Thermodynamics is a branch of physics that deals with the relations between heat and other energy. It is not relevant in a discussion about the human picking up a ball and dropping it. We would defer to Newton's laws of motion as we are dealing with motion, not heat energy. When you pick up a ball, do you not dispense heat energy? Yes, you do. Do you not transfer that energy? Yes, you do. So the first law of thermodynamics. Moron. Show me anything that does not transfer heat energy if you're moving. I mean, you're sitting down, you are transferring energy. You're literally giving off heat energy by sitting on a couch. You're burning calories. Don't these guys, it shows these guys don't even know they don't know any laws that they try and talk about. They don't understand the laws. But that's why they believe in gravity to exist. Now can we discuss the topic of the ball being picked up and released in a proper reference frame, rather than just trying to apply the physics of heat energy to motion? That doesn't even make sense, but okay.
Not sure, I'm totally lost where it was.
But I think, yeah. But I think you're still far behind though. because they don't understand. It's like this, they're asking when you climb steps. That's because of gravity, it gets difficult. No, it's not. You are denser than the air around you. You are dispersing energy. That's why it's getting harder to go up steps. It's as simple as that. Yes, Godzilla, thermal is the key word here. Show me one thing in nature that has no thermal energy. Man. He said the vacuum of Everest.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Ooh. Oh, now one of my favorite trolls again. Just William. There is no such thing as gravity. That is just a flat earth rhetoric. Yes, there is no such thing as gravity. Yeah, gravity is only globe earth related. It has nothing to do with reality, nothing to do with flat earth. That's why when you try and push it onto flat earth, we just tell you it's nonsense and idiotic. Because a lot of the times we get arguments and they say, but what's holding you down on your ball? Why aren't you flying off on your space disk? Why? We don't have gravity. We're not in a flying pizza space disk. We don't need to have gravity. It doesn't exist. It's only on your heliocentric model. It's your belief system. We don't require gravity. It doesn't exist.
It's gloves get out to jail free card. It's like go for bullshit.
Exactly.
That's it. They try and mix the both. They try and put their physics, globe physics onto flat Earth, and it just makes a mock up of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, like I said, what gravity? I don't even think they know what gravity, because gravity keeps changing. Then JC Night Sky again. Thermodynamics does not provide a vector. In the real world, the vector is provided by the fact the object is moving up a potential. This is because you have to do work to move up the potential. If you want to say that's why objects fall, then congratulations, you already used gravity. No. Gas, I literally just showed my own demonstration of heating up the bottle. What happened to the gas when it got hot? Moved up the potential. Whoopsie, the gas was moving faster. Thermodynamics. When it cooled down, what happened? Thermodynamics. Showing again, these guys don't understand the behavior of gas. And they definitely don't understand thermodynamic processes. That's for sure. What is this one? Dimension. Oh yeah, science it out. Guys, this is a brilliant concession that the globe is just mathematical. Dimension is mathematical notion. Is maths reality now? Great. And your gravity is only mathematical, so it's a great way to concede that it's not reality. Because that's what maths is. Maths is only a mathematical dimensional concept. It's based in the fourth dimension. And he just literally says maths is not reality. So he literally concedes then that your gravity is not reality. It's only mathematical. Brilliant. And can maths that's not reality do anything to anything in reality? No. Yes, potential energy makes sense only in a field of forces. Great. So pressure. Pressure causes things to pull or to pull. What is a force? It's something that causes things to push or pull. Change the direction. It's vector. Yes, Godzilla, math is not reality. I agree with science 100%. Godzilla, do you disagree? Do you think maths is reality? Because if you do, there's something wrong with you. Exactly, Jeff. Fetish first. Gravity is just an illusion. Einstein told us that. Let's have it. They think FE is dumb because they are. Yeah, exactly. It's just projection. Just because they're very dumb, they want to project their idiocy onto us. This is one of the later trolls that's popped up on my channel, Tesla. There is no container required to stop the atmosphere from escaping into the measurable vacuum above. Full stop. Flat Earth claim. One is required to stop it. You debunked that claim. Huh? What did I just read? What did I just read? So, there is no container required to stop the atmosphere from escaping into the measurable vacuum above. So, you're conceding that on your globe it's an open system. Okay? Adjacent to one another. So, ignoring thermodynamics. Then you said Flat Earth claim 1 is required to stop it. I don't understand that. Does this make sense to you guys? Can you read this on screen?
Flat Earth claim 1. I think the container is when they're saying 1, I think they're saying a container is required to stop it. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Bye, Charlie Girl. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate you being here. Blessings a lot. Charlie Girl has an awesome BitChute channel, guys. Do go and watch Charlie on BitChute. But yeah, that doesn't make sense. Flat Earth claim 1 is required to he's claiming that one container is required to stop it. No.
Stop. Yeah.
No, that's not it. We're not claiming that container is required to stop it. We're claiming that if you did not have the container, you would not have the gas pressure in the first instance. If you're taking the container away, then you are releasing that energy. Everything is going to be dispersed into the available volume. Hence entropy increase. I don't know how I debunked that claim in the video.
Yeah. God knows.
You debunked, full stop.
Yeah, guys, do subscribe to Mystery Scholar. Mystery Scholar, put your link in the description so we can link it up so people can go and subscribe. D Masters, David, your globe is claimed to be pressurized open system inside an ultra vacuum, and yes, pressure gradients can only exist if contained. That's what I wrote. Okay. Then he said, you have just demonstrated in your video how gas will instantly fill an empty container when the barrier in between is removed. Yeah. Okay. How difficult in your have you difficulties have you difficulties in understanding that this phenomena goes completely against your own model, which claims that vacuum and high pressure gas can coexist right next to each other in the same container? He doesn't understand. We're saying it's a dynamic system. It's the same system.
I'm having difficulties understanding the letters they're stringing together.
Yeah, they're not making very coherent sentences, are they?
Really?
He says it's like you're saying one thing and then preaching the complete opposite. I think you only have one card left. Flat Earth is atmosphere on Flat Earth supernatural. No.
I don't understand that at all.
He's trying to say that
Is it a flat earth?
no, he's a glober. He's trying to say we're contradicting our arguments when we say when we have a container we can have pressure gradients in a container, because he says it would equalize, because that's how it works together. It's not, how is it? He doesn't understand that we live in a closed dynamic system.
Because the sun constantly moving about, adding heat.
Yeah, there's different variables changing the whole time.
That's why that's why there's a gradient.
Yeah, we got different areas. You get vast, wide open areas, close areas, pressure difference there, pressure. Everything has behaviorals that's linked to one another. The pressure, the temperature, and the pressure, the temperatures, and the volumes and stuff all play a critical role in why it keeps changing everywhere. That's why we have different pressure systems inside the whole contained system. It's a dynamic system. But they don't seem to understand that part. Woo-wee. Okay, next one. From Cholton. What's an ultra vacuum? And where can I find a pressurized gas system inside one in the globe model? Are you making stuff up again? Okay, first of all, ultra vacuum, that's what your space, your beloved space, is claimed to be, a ultra vacuum. And where can I find a pressurized gas system inside one in the globe model? What? Where can I find... Sorry guys, I didn't know we're going to be reading, trying to figure out what people type when we read. It's like they're getting drunk or something. And where can I find a pressurized gas system inside one in the globe model?
Are you making stuff up again?
I don't know. I don't understand it really. Godzilla. If this is the sun in the same container system as us, it doesn't matter if it's in the same system or not. It's giving off heat energy. That means we're in a system that is dynamic. It's literally giving radiation, heating up the gases around us.
We don't know where the sun is anyway.
No, we don't claim to know. Oh, Professor Walball again. No body of water anywhere can lie flat at any time. Level just means the same distance from the center of Earth mass. Okay, we've already gone through this, just him reiterating it again. We've already showed it through earlier. If you guys want, you can go and watch the beginning of the stream. Okay. Joel Driver. At the end of the day, this entire flat earth nonsense... Okay, this was the other thing. We didn't need to show it. Then I just changed it because I fixed it because I realized I wrote not James Cook. But anyway, that was just for a post. Okay, but we can go back to that because they think you can't circumnavigate on an inside. Let's do something quickly. I think I got another one. Yeah. I think I saved it, yeah? There we go, yeah. Let's open you up in Paint. Just once. Okay. Okay guys, now this is supposed to be the flat earth model. Now they're saying you cannot circumnavigate like that. Why can you not circumnavigate like that? Of course you can. You're going around the masses in the inside. So you're circumnavigating around there to go on the perimeter of the so-called ice wall. That is it. I've never claimed the ice wall, by the way, or anything. It's just literally answering the guy's so-called debunking of flat earth. So yeah, that is circumnavigating. You can circumnavigate here as well if you want to. It would be going around there, but then the inside perimeter of there. You can circumnavigate there if you want to, or there. You can circumnavigate a pool. You can climb into a pool and circumnavigate because you're going on the perimeter of the pool. You're going around the water in the inside.
Did you see that map I had? Magellan's circumnavigation.
It's cool, eh?
It's a flat map.
Yeah. And Magellan's, their voyage actually shows flat.
I'll try and find it.
Yeah. Dustin Bones, another one of the trolls here. He says, hey, since you guys insist on telling us what our model is, could you please inform Nathan that the correct statement in the Black Swan is can be no less than. Just to be Just to be accurate, you know. No, the Black Swan can be no more than. He says it can be no less than. Yeah, he's saying because we say the horizon can be no more than, he's saying it's wrong. No, it's definitely can be no more than. Because even less, yeah, obviously it can't be less either. But it's definitely no more than, because you are literally showing your, it's just double standards. Hey Tony Whitcomb, good to see you, thank you for coming. The debate is over. Why hold on if you think you're upside down? You're not. Exactly, Tony. Exactly. These guys, see, this is the problem. These guys don't understand the Black Swan. Do you guys think we should do a Black Swan stream tomorrow night? I think so. I think it's needed because these guys don't understand the Black Swan.
They don't understand it.
They don't understand it at all.
We've been harping on about it for 2 years. They should know by now, shouldn't they? Do you know what I mean? So,
I've seen flat earthers not understand it as well.
well,
That is true. Very true. I mean, even the Blackpool Swan. I mean, Blackpool was actually a Black Swan as well, that they don't understand. So we can even bring that up tomorrow. Candle 2. Plato's perspective. The geometry doesn't change. What you see does change depending on the refraction at the moment. No, your globe geometry does change. That's what your terrestrial refraction does. It literally changes the geometry of your globe. There's no Snell's law in your refraction. It's not light refraction. It's ground changing shape. Literally. If you put a straw in a glass, it appears as if it has an angle. No shit, Sherlock. Refraction. But it actually doesn't have that angle. It does. It literally changed the angle. That's why you're seeing it at a different angle. It's refracted the angle. The geometry hasn't changed. Yes, it does. If you see a glass of water and you got a let me try and do that. I think I'm gonna have to bring it up on the screen again. Glass images. There we go. There we go. It's changed the angle, does it not? So that is what you're seeing. It's literally going there, but it's changed the angle because light travels slower in a denser medium, you know, like water, apparently. So that's why it has refracted. It's changed the incident angle. So that is refraction. But on your globe, you don't have refraction. You have physical changes to your geometry. That's the problem. This is Snell's law. That is optical. That is refraction. Your globe has no Snell's law. It's literally, this is your geometry. It changes the geometry of your globe. There we go, see? Refraction angle, no refraction. It just pushes it out. It changes your globe because you don't have any Snell's law. Show me refraction in any of these things here, please. Any of these calculations. Oh wait, you can't, because it's not refraction. Apparent horizon radius. How much the horizon drops at each of the image depends on the focal length zoom of the camera. So not physical then, optical. The curve of the horizon is barely noticeable if the viewing angle is narrow, high zoom value, due to perspective distortions. He's literally debunked your whole globe just there anyway, guys. Do we even need to go on? Then he says, it gets obvious very wide angle lenses beyond the viewing angle of 70 degrees, but at the center of each image, a radius of the horizon exactly the refracted radius of the Earth. About 7/6 standard refraction. Literally, your standard refraction does not include any refraction. It changes the radius of the Earth. Very, very simple. Yeah, Jim Smith, Snell's law does work between layers because that's what it is about. It's about the density layers between two different mediums. Duh. He doesn't get how he's just debunked his globe, does he?
Just here to troll, mate, that's all it is today.
The
Headless corpses, man.
trolls, Egypts, and numpties.
What does it say here? 98 votes. Wow. Do you enjoy the comment stream? Yes, 67%. No, 33%. I'm thinking that's just butthurt trolls then. But I think I'm finding this very relaxing actually. Let's see. If radius of Earth is x, yeah, we just saw that on his. Let's go back there. X, that's your horizon. X, okay. The geometric horizon must be exactly y seen from 1 foot of elevation, the apparent horizon. The symbolism falls apart. No, your globe specifies literally that would be the horizon at height. It cannot be closer or further away because that's your geometry. The Earth stays that shape. Now if you're claiming refraction, see, it's just pushing it out further. It doesn't work that way in reality. Refraction is optical. Your globe is not optical, it's physical. You get it? It's literally supposed to be claimed to be physical. Can you change physical radius? No, you cannot. If you have a soccer ball sitting in front of you and you have refractive observation of it, is it changing the geometry of the ball? No, it's not. The ball stays the same geometry. The problem on your globe is that you require that globe to be changing the size with your observation. So, if radius of x is any horizon cannot be less than y for 1 foot of elevation, because that's the geometric horizon. Cannot be less or more. If the radius of x is the apparent horizon, it can be anything for 1 foot of elevation within probably 100 miles. Conceding that it's only optical. Thank you. Okay. John Holland. We laughed at this. Me and Michael laughed at this actually. Zoom in on a star and its angular size does not change. It usually helps me know how to focus. What does magnification mean? So let me get it straight. You zoom in on a star and its angular size does not change.
Silly.
Oh. Let's see, what magnification?
I don't think. I think they just say things just to troll me. I don't.
Oh. The action of magnifying something, the process of being magnified. The lines are only visible under high magnification. The degree of which something is or can be magnified. Magnification, the pixels make up an image become visible. Magnifying, okay, where's it? Best definition of magnification. There we go. Making something look bigger than it is. For example, using a magnifying glass. Magnification of the leaf allows you to see it in detail. These binoculars have 10 times magnification. To magnify 10 times. So that would be changing what? Angular size. Oh man. Okay. We're already almost through the comments, guys. Last one. There we go. What is going on here? Okay. We're the last comment. Anyway. Emilio, another time you show immediately your stupidity. So already straight to add-on. Not taking the necessary time to consider what someone else is saying. Yeah, that's all we're doing this whole time, is actually looking through your comments. By zooming, you increase the apparent angular size. And
There
this
you
just
go.
means that you have enlarged the image. That not that you have changed its actual angular size as seen from that position. Angular size is not actual. This is what Nathan was trying to get through to DW and that other guy, remember? They
Yeah.
think angular size change is actual change. They don't get it's only an apparent thing. It's only optical. You don't change actual size. Right?
Actual angle size, yeah.
That's why when you have two cameras, they can stand at the same place with different focal lengths and get different apparent angular sizes. Very, very simple stuff. Alan says, how do you get such great comments? Thanks, man. Yeah, that's just some of them I brought out. I could have brought a whole bunch more, guys. But I think that's enough stupid we need to really do. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it because I enjoyed it. So, what do you guys want to do? I still got about a half an hour.
I think I might duck out if that's alright.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm
Feel
actually
it tired.
I'm actually also tired and stuff. I had a hectic week. We can watch the Missing Curves latest video. I'm just gonna mute it because I just don't know with the music. Okay, the image is projected. Light travels to the barrier. At the barrier, the light image refracts. The observer views the light refraction at the barrier. This is the apparent position of the source image from the medium it traveled from and is now traveling in. Okay. That's water, guys. That's refraction. You see, a medium, light traveling through a separate medium, air and water. Whoopsie. Look how it's changing. Wow. Brilliant stuff. Those are supposed to be straight lines, by the way, guys. You know, on the barcode. But it's lifting it up in the droplet of water. It's refracting it. Look how just by changing it, look how it's moved the light. Check there. Now you can see the number. You couldn't see it before. And that's over the horizontal.
You can see it, yeah. You can see it from around the corner.
Yep. Wow. That's what I say. This guy really, guys, if you haven't already, do go subscribe to him. He has really awesome demonstrations of things. Wow.
That's cool.
That is cool. But he shows a lot of nice demonstrations and stuff. I love his observations over the ocean. So yeah, the missing research, guys, do definitely go and subscribe. It's well worth it. So I think that's it actually for tonight, guys. I am quite tired. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. I actually ain't done much today, and I am pretty tired. Sometimes it's like that. You don't do much and you get tired.
Yeah. Oof. But yeah, I just want to say, yeah.
Reading them comments, although they're funny and that, they're like the bad juju, aren't they? Like, yeah.
It actually drains a person.
Takes it at you.
Yeah, it does.
It does. It taxes your brain. It's like, what are they talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them we first had to try and decipher what they mean and how they, because it's very incoherent sentences.
I'm already subscribed to that in the missing research. I didn't realise it was.
Yeah, it's been on quite a few times.
That's probably why.
So yeah, I'm gonna say thank you guys for coming. Thank you PJ and Michael for the awesome
Not a
chatting.
problem.
Yeah, so it is.
I mean, we did invite people to come in Discord, but no one ended up coming anyway. But yeah, if you guys do like this type of thing, let me know. We can do some more in the future. Obviously, we'll have it more planned out, so it's not so boring. But tomorrow night we'll do some Black Swan. I think that will be quite exciting.
Yeah, I'll be
Have a
good.
bit more excitement in our life again. Yeah, so I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, PJ, and everybody in the chat. Thank you guys all for being here, liking, sharing, and all your support. Thank you, Godzilla, for your super chat. Really appreciate you guys all. You guys have a good evening further, or day, or whatever you guys, and blessings to you guys all, and may the pressure be with you.